This is despicable. We just have to call it what it is. This is absolutely outrageous. We are on day 43 as I record this video. 43 days of Mitch McConnell missing in action. His status is unknown at a DC hospital. He's not representing the people of Kentucky. He's not voting. And we have to be demanding accountability. I'm not here to make fun of Mitch McConnell or, wish ill will on Mitch McConnell. But there has to be a point where we say, this is absurdity. Is there any job in the world where you could call your manager and say, I'm going to the hospital, something happened. Okay, just keep us updated. And then 43 days goes by and you've sent him a picture, your manager a picture of you at the hospital. Hey, be back soon. And you wouldn't get fired. The manager wouldn't say, hey, listen, I wish you well. I hope for the best, but I need staffers here, so we're going to have to hire somebody else. No ill will. I don't hate you, but you're fired. But I guess not. I guess not in the Senate. I guess not when we just have these politicians getting older and older and older in office and doing anything they possibly can to retain power. It is time to demand accountability. Now let's walk you through some updates. Before we do, Adam Mockler is on vacation right now. The kid never takes a break. We pushed. The Adam Mockler team has been growing and growing. We pushed. We said, Adam, it's time to take a vacation. Now he'll still be on the channel because he said, Chris, I'll go on vacation, but I still got to record a little bit. I said, fine. But let me take over a little bit. So I'm going to be doing 2 videos a day here on the Adam Mockler channel. Mockler Media doesn't stop. Adam Mockler on the Adam Mockler channel doesn't stop. We care about this so much, so it'd mean a lot if you support what we do, if you hit like, hit subscribe, and share the video out. And also, make sure you're washing your hands because I can't keep anything down right now. It's been 24 hours of some crazy stomach bug. I've been down for the count, been very nauseous. It's been awful. But what have we learned in everything I just said? Mockler on vacation, Chris sick, is that the Adam Mockler channel, Mockler Media, doesn't stop because we care about what we do. So make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel down below. My name is Chrs Mowrey. All right. Enough talking. Let's go through some of this. So we just learned this from Mitch McConnell's spokesperson yesterday. The senator continues to meet with staff regarding Senate and Kentucky business, including discussions on defense appropriations, foreign policy, the Farm Bill, constituent services, and constituent federal grant requests. As the senator continues to improve in rehab, we will be sure to keep you updated. Right. Do we really believe that? Really? Guys, it's been more than 5 weeks. If Mitch McConnell can't personally provide a proper and believable health update, he has to be removed. This is absurd. And it's that simple, right? It cannot be a picture. It can't be a picture where everybody's questioning, is this AI? And again, we have no evidence that it's AI. But you can't even give us a 30-second video. You're dealing with issues with your constituents, foreign policy, Farm Bill, again, constituent services and constituent federal grant requests. You're doing all that and you can't give us a 30-second video on where you're at. Now, let me breeze through these. And again, I'm not here to poke fun at Mitch McConnell. I'm not here to point and say, oh, look, he's not doing well. I wish the guy the worst. That's not what I'm here to do. We all know what Mitch McConnell's legacy is going to be. I don't have to go through that. I think we're on the same page about that. But the reality is that this guy's been facing health issues for a while. I mean, all of these videos happening over a year ago. Let's take a look.
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator. Penny.
Yep.
I mean, again, people wonder often why my generation is so, I don't know if the right word is jaded, but is so angry, frustrated, tired of politics and kind of the establishment, if you will, the people in power. And the reason is because as a 24-year-old who has struggled to afford things, a 24-year-old who has really never seen America at peace, and wants a political system to work, wants affordable housing, wants to be able to, I don't know, have a livable wage. You want these things, and you're watching the people who are supposed to be working for us, the people who my taxpayer dollars go to pay this guy's salary. Like, people wonder often why my generation, and I don't know if this is the right word, is jaded when it comes to politics, to our political system. My generation is angry, is frustrated, is so sick and tired of the establishment. But I mean, or I don't know if establishment is the right word, the people in power, whatever you want to say. My generation is angry. I mean, I'm 24 years old. I've never actually seriously considered, you know, affording a house, buying a house, starting a family. I've only ever really seen America in chaos, and I've never been able to kind of achieve this American dream. My life has been watching the United States get into reckless wars abroad, political division explode, inflation explode, losing my senior year of high school due to COVID. And my generation and myself, we're looking at our leaders and saying, okay, what is the plan here? I want to be able to afford a home one day. And you're watching people who need to be out of office. Like, again, I'm not here to wish Mitch McConnell ill will, but this video from over a year ago, go live out the rest of your life with your family. You cannot be serving us. I'm sorry. We go again. We've seen this multiple times. Take a look.
Bipartisan cooperation and a string of
And again, that's just two examples. Mitch McConnell has fallen several times, as we know, and then obviously now 43 days since we've gotten anything really substantive from the McConnell team. This video was really interesting to me, and I think needs more press. This was from just the last few days. A senator being asked about her understanding of what's going on with Senator Mitch McConnell. Take a listen.
Hey, how are you?
Do you have any idea what's going on with McConnell? What his condition is right now? Have you heard an update?
I think obviously the public information that I have is that Senator McConnell is recovering and is healing and is in a rehabilitation hospital. That's what's been reported. I talked with somebody yesterday who visited him and said that he's clear-minded and he just needs to get stronger.
Do you plan to visit him?
You know, I might wait until he asks, for visitors. I think, anybody who's been in the hospital or in a rehab facility being visited, I think is a pretty sensitive topic.
Senator, what are your constituents telling you about this?
Wait, hold on a second. This seems like a big deal that, again, I think more people should be talking about. Who is this person that a Republican senator is claiming she knows a person who went and visited Mitch McConnell yesterday and says he's doing great and clear-minded? And also, it seems a little contradictory for her to then immediately be like, well, I'm going to wait until he asks to wait to visit Mitch McConnell until he asks to be visited. It's like, but you just said he was visited, which suggests he's asking for visitors? Who is this person she's talking about? I'm sorry. Again, I don't like to be conspiratorial. That just seems like a lie to me. This is so crazy. This is insane. It is insane, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Today, McConnell's staff told press that he continues to, quote, work in the hospital, saying, again, this is what I read to you at the beginning of the video from yesterday, but we have no new photos or videos, no phone call, video, or meetings with Andy Beshear. The governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, has until August 8th to call for a special election. After that, if the seat goes vacant, then it's vacant until the next election. It's pretty bizarre that he's apparently working with constituents and taking photos and posting them, but hasn't even had 60 seconds to talk to the sitting governor of Kentucky, who is saying, look, if I don't get more updates, I'm going to have to call for a special election. No contact with Senate Democrats. And at Cheering for Change, who has constantly been covering the hospital, hasn't seen any other members of Congress visit. Again, we haven't seen anybody walk into the hospital. His doctors won't let him leave 5 weeks after a, quote, minor fall with no complications. I'm going to show you a video from today from in front of the hospital in a second, but they expect us to believe that he's working on Senate policy. He can manage in-depth work on appropriations, but not basic updates to his constituents, his governor, or his colleagues. Is getting pretty clear we're in elder abuse territory, where they're making statements on behalf of a man who's no longer capable so they can cash congressional staff checks. You guys can let me know what you think of this last paragraph in the comments down below. So we're going to go to this video in front of the hospital where Mitch McConnell supposedly is today really quick. I mean, look at this. In Ohio 3 days ago, Mitch McConnell is on eternity leave. Wow. And then you have Donald Trump with like the devil horns over here. That's a pretty powerful statement on a bridge. You have all sorts of things going viral on Twitter. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell has not made a single public appearance in 6 weeks. 84 years old, known for selling out and bending the knee. Please let us know if you have any information on his whereabouts. Giving like missing posters, known for selling out and bending the knee. Years in Congress, 41. So let's take a look. I want to show you part of this video. Again, this was taken today, July 26th, as I record this in front of the hospital. And there's a really, really good point that's made in this video. Take a listen.
Anyways, back to Nicholas Balasay. So he's been asking questions of senators regarding Mitch McConnell. And he talked to Senator Capito, and she basically said that she spoke with somebody and he's in rehabilitation apparently here. Rehabilitation, acute rehabilitation's on the 4th floor of GW. But the thing is, and this is why a lot of us don't believe it, is that if he's actually in rehabilitation, why wouldn't they have moved him to, one, a better facility? Like, no offense to GW, but it's not the greatest facility here, especially when Senator McConnell has access to Walter Reed, so they could have transported him to Walter Reed, or a better, longer-term rehab facility. So why is he still here? Because this is not a private location. There's paparazzi everywhere. There's me. There's people from the internet showing up. So this is not a location you want to keep somebody high profile at unless you cannot remove them. So that's why the official statements coming out and people close to Senator McConnell, their statements are not aligning with reality.
That's actually a really good point that I had not thought about until I watched this clip, which is, does it really make sense if everything is as it stands for Mitch McConnell to be still at GW? He didn't get transferred to Walter Reed. We've seen no one in or out. He's not at a more private facility. He's not at a more long-term rehab facility. Obviously, the 911 call suggesting that his heart actually stopped, but his team saying that that wasn't the case and saying that essentially he just had a minor fall and dealing with pneumonia. Mitch McConnell's been in the hospital, this person saying likely brain dead for 6 weeks while still collecting a paycheck and having his medical bills government subsidized. McConnell spent his career opposing paid leave and healthcare benefits. He's still receiving. This last part I certainly agree with, and I think, again, just have to continue to demand accountability and the hypocrisy to spend your entire career, no paid leave, stripping healthcare away from Americans while you're 45 days not responding to your constituents and still getting paid. And again, I don't wish ill will on Mitch McConnell, and I'm not attempting to be conspiratorial. I think some people actually often tell me they wish or they think I should be a little more conspiratorial. Sometimes I can be pretty down the I struggle to be conspiratorial. It's not where my mind immediately goes, but this is objectively insane. Like, I don't know if he's brain dead, but it is crazy that a sitting senator is now going close to 2 months and is only just giving us little tidbits, pictures, and isn't representing his constituents. Something more must be going on. You had Thomas Massie talking about this, joking about this. Obviously, the only people who have claimed to talk to Thomas Massie are, the only people who have claimed to talk to Mitch McConnell are people like Scott Jennings and a couple other kind of very Republicans who claim to be very close to Mitch McConnell, which is, wow, that's really coincidental. Scott Jennings, of all people, talked to him for 20 minutes in this 20-minute meme going viral. So him being asked about that and him saying, or being asked about McConnell and the photo and if it's fake. And Thomas Massie saying, well, I had a 20-minute conversation, nearly 20 minutes with Senator McConnell. Massie said with a smirk, wait, really? He said we should stop spying on Americans, quit bankrupting the country, and stop starting these new wars, said Massie, delivering his punchline. Obviously, that was a joke. And you have other Republican senators that's starting to bubble now, or Republican members of Congress saying, like, this is a little ridiculous. Josh Hawley saying, I know nothing. I'm completely in the dark. There has to be a point where we're saying a sitting senator has, and this is apparently a crazy statement to make, a sitting senator has some duty to his constituents to inform them of his well-being. I guess that's a crazy thing to say, but Senator Hawley, Josh Hawley deciding to, kind of move just a little bit away from the cult for a second and being like, hey, I have no idea. This is weird. AOC said that if Mitch McConnell, who was hospitalized last month, is unable to provide the public with an update on his health, he should resign. And again, I read this to you just a moment ago. So far, no one has given any proof of life. Like I said, a few MAGA Republicans want us to believe that he's in rehab, and they all spoke to him for 20 minutes. He hasn't spoken to Andy Bashir for even a minute. It sounds like another MAGA GOP cover-up to hide the fact that he is no longer alive. And I think the correct take here is AOC's take, for the record, where she says, look, the reality here is if he can't actually show up and just wave to us and say, hey, I'm okay, we're just going to replace him. It doesn't need to be any more difficult than that. We wish him well, all these things, but if he can't just show up and give us a wave and give us a smile, we're going to replace him. And then if he says, no, I don't want that to happen, then again, he can show up and we'll change our minds. I think that's the correct take and the message you should be giving to the American people. Andy Bashir sent a letter to Mitch McConnell on July 8th requesting a full update of his health. It's now July 26th. Andy Bashir has heard nothing. Some more tweets here. Why isn't this 24/7 in the news? You better believe it would be if he was a Democrat, which that is absolutely true. If this was a Democratic senator, Fox News would be nonstop coverage. Like Laura Ingraham at this point wouldn't have slept. She would just be screaming at the camera for 43 days straight. If you made it to the end of this video, it would mean so much if you let me know in the comments down below. Hit like, hit subscribe, share the video out. Once again, my name is Chrs Mowrey. I do a daily video here on the Adam Mockler channel, but for a bit, I'm going to be doing 2 videos a day as Adam is on vacation. So if you support what we do here on the Mockler Media channel, it is growing and growing and growing. Like I said, it means a lot if you hit like, hit subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel down below. With all that said, I will see you in the next one.